Warning. The content on this channel is not intended or suitable for minors below 13 years of age. If that is you, please click off and come back when you're older. By continuing beyond this point, you affirm that you are 13 years of age or older.
What's up out there, swearers? Today is the inaugural edition, the very first time Swear Gaming is playing a game, and I'm starting with a past master, which is Resident Evil 4. Now, Resident Evil 1 is an all-time classic. This is a video game that perennially will show up on the best video game of all time list, and for the most part, it deserves it. This was a quantum leap in terms of gaming, and if you have not played this shit, you definitely should get out there and do that. It does not run great on Steam. I'm doing mine on Steam. So you might want to look for a console. The PlayStation 2, I think, probably did the best job of it. I haven't really seen it on the PS3 and 4. I'm playing this one on Steam. That might be coming on a little bit later, depending on the popularity of this channel. So like, subscribe, all that shit. You guys know what to do. Alright, so one of the problems with this, there are some problems in the game, and when I come to them, believe it, my natural ass will be telling you all about what that is. In the meantime, one of the first problems is I have to play this with this, which is the Xbox controller. Because the actual good controller, which is my PlayStation 4 controller, can't use. So some of the stuff that was ported over to Steam, you can't actually use that. This one you can. Anyway, I don't have any clever introductions or any of that bullshit for you guys. So, without further ado, let's just get into the game. Now I'm starting here with a brand new game. Right there, I'll start with a completely new one. I do have some of the... I've gone through this already for an upcoming episodes, which will be with the Tommy gun and some of the options that you can earn. When you complete it for the first time, you get this. You get Separate Ways, you get Assignment Ada, and you get the Mercenaries. I haven't bothered playing with the Mercenaries because I didn't find it hugely enjoyable when I played it earlier. Separate Ways and Assignment Ada I've already gone through. If there is sufficient interest, I will play through those again with brand new fresh characters if that's something everybody wants to see. So leave me a comment if that is content you guys would like to view. Alright, let's bust this out. Okay, so here we have the settings of Professional, which is something you also unlock. So Professional, a lot of people like to play as hard as possible, just with dumb shit variations, like they want to run around just using a knife the whole time. If you're one of those people and you like that, awesome, good for you. I don't like that. That's not fun to me. So I'm not doing Professional. If I could bring the Tommy gun into Professional, great. But do I need a whole bunch of more people to kill and a whole lot less ammo to do it with? Nah, I don't. Alright, so we're just going to do a normal game. Indeed. Alright, so we have a little bit of narration here, and there's special costumes. Let's stick with the regular costume that you get. We're going to stick with, so we get a couple number of costumes here. This one, Special 2, will be in the Tommy Gun additional playthrough, which will be coming up after the first run through with just a standard from scratch normal character. And since we're doing that, Special 1 is you get the Resident Evil 2, I believe, uniform for Leon, and you get like a pop star princess costume or something like that for Ashley. But that is not anything you would have access to, so we're going to pretend this is a clean game for nothing. So, starting at normal. And there's a whole bunch of narration, we're going to skip all of that. So on this, if you hit the select button, it will skip all that. All right, dreary, dreary, dreary day here in wherever it is. If we try to go backwards,
Not that way, cowboy. Not that way, cowboy.
it won't let you go backwards. All right, so let's go back to the car. I don't believe you can shoot them. Yeah. So you get a little dot when there's objects that you can shoot, which is kind of nice. So we got a little over the shoulder action here. Look around. Okay, so if we stick to the path, you can see up ahead are some crows, and so you get this little dot on them when you're in position to hit them. So you want to shoot all those little assholes. And you will get generally gold or something else. See if this one's landed. Sometimes they'll land. It does not look like that's going to be the case here, though. Alright, well, anyway, let's skip this. And there's this blowing in the breeze. And we come up to a house. Little cutscene there. So you guys should all be playing this game. If you haven't played this game, absolutely go get this thing, and it's well worth playing. So before we go inside, just going to go over here. So we're going to use our knife. Knives are kind of, the knife is a varying criticality depending on how your style of play is. Generally, it is good to be able to wield it though. Alright, and we're on the porch. Oh, sorry, actually we ran in the house there. Alright, so we got this guy fucking around. And as soon as we kill their buddy, then they drive a truck and they go. Basically what they do is those assholes wreck your ride. Then you get her calling, and there is no reason to spend time with any of that. So, you can see we got some things going on here. But first we need to go through and check. Checking for boxes, checking for barrels. You definitely want to knock all those down when you can find them. So the action items, when you go up, it will tell you what to do. So if you want to take his ass on through this window, it'll say like so, hit X to jump out. So let's do that. And so you get too crazy with this knife and you get hit. As you can see there. So, and they'll give you this little glowing thing when you can get stuff. I always like to keep myself nice and loaded. And let's move on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Out there was dark as shit for a minute there. Just because I forgot to change the settings on the big screen to accommodate gameplay. And we're going to take everything. And then that one, I guess. So you can do this knife trick with these for a while. At a certain point in this game, they'll start putting snakes in there because they're a bunch of fucking dicks. So, alright, we're going along here. Some more crows. Hot one up your tail feathers, buddy. And we'll pipe. We'll pipe another one up in you. Any more, you guys? No. Bats don't give you anything. Don't fuck with the bats. But if you come across any one of the crows, definitely light them up. Now the dog is useful if you are going to fight a character that's coming up later. I'm not going to spoil it by telling you who that is, but we have a fight coming up later that the dog will be useful for. So, alright, now usually this can be a pain in the ass. So usually what I always do is I will save every chance I get, and I don't care if there's 100 saves on here. This isn't like a normal game where you can save wherever you want. A lot of games are like that. This is a game that, unlike the other, let's just put it here. Unlike the other Resident Evils, you had to get tape cartridges and all that stuff. This one, you don't need to do that. So, all right, let's get out of here. All right. These posts mean danger of some type up ahead. So there's danger of some type, and you can kind of see over there. Let's go get a closer look. Oh, there's so there's traps here. There's a red herb over there. Usually the first time through, I'll go pick everything up. Obviously, subsequent plays you don't need to. Now, so you can see right here, there's two of these beams. These are bombs. If you go through the middle, you will hit the traps that are there. So I usually just go around the left side here. Dick shot. Got him in the pee-pee. So I like to do the crouch shots. And part of the reason I do that is because it's a for sure hit, slows them down, and also then I can use my knife if I care to do that. Gruesome. Whoever your interior decorator is sucks. Alright. Cut some more boxes. What's up, boxes? Alright. And just mining. Oh, they're there. I barely scratched you, you big baby. Okay, here we go. Take that and go across the bridge. I don't think you can hit those guys. But you can see there's somebody in here. There he is lurking. So, alright. Now, when you're initially playing, it takes a long ass time to get through all this. Loading you up with lots of bullets. Probably means you're going to need them. There's checkpoints and so on here as well. Yeah, no, get out of here. So there, you don't need to spend any time with this if you want to. If you haven't figured out how to play this by now before you even get into it, then that can take a while. And you can also, so you can do this, you can hit this and you can just set it up. and it'll tell you what does what, and there's different configurations you can have and so on. So, hey, a village! And you can use your binoculars. Cool. So what I like to do is when I'm playing through for the first time, I like to come over here and get this. And then I like to run past everybody. Over to this. Get whatever's there, if anything. Now seems like a good time for a grenade. Now I'm doing this in a really specific order for a reason. That reason is you have to kill a certain number of guys. Well, I guess village people, not necessarily guys. Ow! Jerk, what was that for? Headshot. So that's what we want to do. We want to do enough damage till we get the bell. Now, the reason that we want to do it over there. Okay, alright, go to your fucking church. Okay. Alright, so the reason that we want to do that was so that we can teleport. Apparently we teleported to the fire. So after that, there is nobody here. So we're going to collect our winnings. Go find some money. If you follow the chickens around, sometimes they'll give you eggs. You gotta watch the cows. I've been attacked by cows multiple times playing this game. It's a hell of a thing for a man to be attacked by a cow. You just never see that coming. Nothing can prepare you for being attacked by a cow. It's an experience that scars a man. Scars a man. It's really something that just takes you a minute to get over. And I believe there's... I believe there's something up here. So we're just going to do this. So I'm going to run around and basically just collect stuff right now. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, so the main reason why is because you see this bin. So if you go in this bin, if you go in the house with the bin, and before that bell tolls, you will get the guy with the chainsaw. And the guy with the chainsaw, you arguably are not powerful enough to fight right now. And it's just, to me, that fight is a pain in the ass, and I've had it multiple times. If you really want to see the fight with the guy when you're at this sort of low level of strength and everything, I can consider coming back and playing this again. But generally, so what I'd like to do the first time, my entire goal is honestly just to get to the Tommy gun. And once you have the Tommy gun, you'll know exactly what I mean, because that thing makes you borderline invincible. Doesn't add health or anything like that, but that thing is just a hammer. And you'll see that in future videos why you really want that. So that to me is by far the most important thing to do, is to get that. So I don't spend a lot of time on this trying to go through characters when I'm this underpowered. What I like to do is get the Tommy gun and then just start dumping lead up in everybody's ass. That's what I like to do. But, you know, people have different game style preferences and so on. Alright. So this is the first level where you can win stuff, and the idea here is that this is a sub game and it's shooting all those little blue circles. So we'll do that here briefly in a minute. We're gonna go and save right here though. Now temptation is because you have a shotgun and you can do some pretty crazy stuff with a shotgun in these guys. The temptation is to use that. I don't necessarily subscribe to that idea. Oh, hey, chickens left us some eggs. Let's go get them. Very temporary eggs. Alright. Nobody noticed this. Crazy. Okay. So this right here. Shoot the board out. God damn it. Shoot the fucking hell. Shoot the pendant. If you let it get dropped in the thing, it gets wrecked pretty quick. So this is one time I will switch when I'm low on ammo. And it'll buy you a little bit of time to shoot him in the pee-pee. Crouch shot for the win, baby. Come on, jump your big ass on over. Here we go. Give me some of this. Pee-pee shot. Never fails. And one to the back. Jeez, looks uncomfortable. Sorry, buddy. So be careful jumping into these pastures, because these cows are dicks. Because what will happen is, right, so you'll do that, and this sub game, by the way, that's what this blue thing is. This is if you shoot a whole bunch of these things that this dude has hanging around like so, he will give you a free gun. Free guns are way cool. I'm freaking the chickens out. Oh, Lord Sadler. Sorry, homeboy. Lord Sadler's not coming here today. So the fire grenades are kind of cool. They're the ones I use probably the least. Nice. Who wants to take a bath? Don't all raise your fucking hands at once. Alright. What else we got over here? Alright, we're coming to the back right here.
That one.
Some guys lurking around, it looks like. There's a guy up here. Most oblivious motherfucker on the farm. Oh. There you go. Come on down. Creepy shot. Big guys will take more bullets, kind of a nuisance. Eggs. I'm an egg collector. Oh, golden eggs. Golden eggs are what you want because they will take you all the way up to the top. And I believe there's another guy in here somewhere. Maybe not. Alright. Around for a minute. See what we can see. And let's go ladder climbing. Open sesame. It is so nice to give me so many bullets. There's 7 or 8 of those disc things over here. I always forget how many. There's another one. You can't really see it from here. Actually, I guess you kind of can. Oh, this is a crazy shot. Let's see if we make it. Oh, come on. Steady, Leon. Leon, come on, buddy. Leon. That's too far. Alright, fuck it. Let's just go down. Alright. Spinels are worth a few thousand. Those matter in this part because you're trying to collect literally everything you can get. How are we doing on that? Man, we got 17,000, give or take. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's right. There it is. Let's see, there's one hanging up here. Actually, let's go here. Better angle that. Jesus Christ. That's it. Can't hit the broadside of a fucking barn here, buddy. Alrighty. And we want to hop down here and get this. Beer mug. So we don't want to sell that right away. Oops. Sell that right away. Push the door out of the way and sleeve. Chicken. Over here and shoot that last one. This gun is kind of a pain in the ass in the beginning. Holy hell. Alright, so we're coming up to another checkpoint right here. Oh, right. Sorry guys, I fucked that up. I fucked up, guys. I fucked it up. What I was really saying was we need to get Ashley, and then we're gonna be back here again. So you have multiple chances to try to get all these blue things, and I think there's only 7 here. Might be 8. I can't actually remember. Jump down. All right. So this is the one. Sometimes they'll leave things in those. It's been a while, I don't remember which is which. Oh, yes. Alright, so look for the red signpost, see it right there? That means that we got some bullshit coming. Look at these little fuckers. I want you to spam the X button. Spam, 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 spam. That's what happens when you miss it. So, those goddamn QuickTime events, so those fucking QuickTime bullshits are usually both triggers, both of the shoulder buttons, or they'll be X and A. X and A. Alright, so there's my first life lost, and it was a cheap one. So alright. Spam, 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 spam. Alright, so you can go back up. There's not a reason to do it necessarily, but you can. Instead, okay, so we have these glowing things in the ceiling. You want those. Alright, the bats are useless. My advice is to leave the bats alone. Now we can see we have a guy holding dynamite. We have another one of these red signs, and let's see. If you hit the dynamite, he'll blow up. That wasn't the dynamite. There we go. And there's a guy right behind him. That's a tough shot. Nobody notices. Nobody gives a shit. So that must happen all the time out here. This is kind of useful if I can get him. Oh. Fucking whack-ass gun. Shit. Had it for a second. No, fuck it. Alright. So there's traps in here. Another tripwire thing in here. Oh. Asshole. Light it. There you go. There you go. Don't worry about the spider. Spiders are harmless. Okay. I don't like to screw with those. I just usually will shoot them, but you can. Oh, you fuckhead. You can additionally hit them with your knife, which I'm not going to bother with. So he's in there. So we're gonna come around the side here to the window and get him. So what I like to do as far as guns, just want to show you this. So I'm down on ammo, and I have more ammo left for the shotgun than I do for this thing. So if you position yourself right, light it, light it, light it, light it. Oh, fuck you then. Don't light it. See if I care. Oh, that's this building. One of the other things about this game is to look up, because there are things you can get out of the trees. So shoot the nest, this game hates birds. Shoot the nest, shoot the birds, and you get things. Besides the corpses of birds. Besides avian corpses. Alright. Believe we got everything there already. Alright, so there's another guy in this house, which we're going to try to draw out. Oh, too close. Here's why you want chicken eggs. I guess he's not going to be drawn out. Ooh, I need to switch to the old shotty though. Oh, he blew himself up. Yes. Alright, you don't need that door open. Because you are the very skilled and talented Leon Kennedy who can just jump over walls. You bad motherfucker, you. Alright. I don't think there's anything else out here. So, oh, this is a pain. You know, that knife works amazingly well on the locks. It's another save, which we will do. Can't believe one of those assholes has killed me already. So we're not quite, I think, actually might be around the halfway point of chapter 1. So for every, there's I think 4 or 5 chapters here. And don't hit these with your knife. So there's 4 or 5 chapters, and I believe there's a section for every one of those chapters. Guess I was closer than I thought. So, let's look at the old neg. Full health. Very nice. Like what we did there. Or was it such a dumbass then? We wouldn't have had that problem, but obviously that's not the case. Super stupid to the loose here. Alright. Resident Evil just loves having pushing shit. Pushing shit around. Alright. Okay, let's open this. It's a guy that has his hands tied. Whee! Alright, so there we are, the end of chapter 1-1. It gives you your stats. Hit ratio was not great. 30 enemies killed. The most I've gotten is 1,000 something, I want to say, and you can backtrack to kind of level it up higher. There's the shame of my embarrassment. Number of times killed 1 because of the cheap ass bullshit quick time event. So if I do have a complaint about this game, besides having to use this fucking controller, if I do have a complaint about this, it is that quick time bullshit. That is it's cheap. It's just cheap. And as I get into this more, and there's other games I'm going to look at, feel free, guys, by the way, to recommend whatever games you'd like to see me ineptly play through. But cheap shit like that, there's a whole game that's almost nothing but quick time events. And I will be doing that coming up soon in future installments of this. But for now, we're going to leave it off here. The inaugural edition of Square Gaming. Hopefully your happy asses out there have dug this. We'll be back with Chapter 1-2 of Resident Evil 4. That'll be coming up, as well as a number of other games. But thank you for coming by and checking it out. Like, subscribe, comment, all that happy shit. I'm on Twitter at SwearGaming666. I'm on Steam Gaming at FMJS666. And, of course, you can go to the Twitter from this YouTube page as well. The Steam, I don't know how to do any of that, so if you want to be friends or buddies or pals or whatever, you come to me, because I don't know how to do it. But anyway, FMJS666. In future installments, if I get enough subscribers, I will even tell you what FMJS666 actually means. 666 you guys probably can figure out because you're smart like that. But anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye.